Okay, now I'm observing the constellation Vega. It's winter time, of course, and we are now 6 o'clock in the morning. Toward the east I can see the Vega. The star at the center now. Okay. What I was never able to see because of the time constraint and the direction of the axis of the windowsill that I had, I was not able to see the M57, the ring nebula. Now I have a chance. This window is toward the east and I can look at it. First I located the constellation and the stars around the M57 by this Atmos Scientific pulse of 28mm. This is the Atmos Scientific, by the way, Astroscan. Then I'll use this Skywatcher Nirvana 16mm. Then I narrowed it down. I could see with that Skywatcher Nirvana the hint of the nebula. Then I increased the magnification with the Teleview Delos 14mm. I could see it clear. Suddenly, actually, I could see a lot more. And now I'm using the Pentax XW 7mm. Clear, I can see it. May go a little bit even higher if I want. But I'm now indoors. Outside is cold, freezing. But here I'm warm and I can see everything clearly. This is the first for me. Because of the constraints of the time and the directions of the axis through the windowsill, I could not really see many of the features. And that's the same thing with everyone, I think. Everyone may have a similar issue. So, I'm really enjoying this now. And Astroscan is really easy to guide and direct. Just before locating this with Astroscan and these eyepieces, I was thinking that Charles Messier and observers who were in the circle of the communication with him, how they can actually see such a tiny nebula. It's very, very tiny compared to, for example, M31 Andromeda Galaxy, or even M13, the globular cluster in the Hercules. It's very tiny. How they noticed it? Now I can see, actually. You have to use a higher magnification to see it. By then, probably they didn't have that high, the wide-angle eyepieces that we have now. Huygens and Ramsden eyepieces don't show much of the maximum is 20-24, I think. And rarely 40, I've seen one also. So the key for that seeing, although it is very tiny, is using magnification, and that was the reason they were collecting, including this M57 ring nebula in their catalog, because with high magnification it resembles a comet, a faint comet, and the whole purpose of the Messier catalog was to identify things which are nebulous and are not comets. The key for finding the M57 is that you have to remember is between gamma and beta Lyra stars. It's slightly closer to the beta, but the thing is that you look at the region, you don't see, but suddenly it pops in. You can see actually, and for that you have to darken up your eye, and you will see it. Even it's nice to actually shake a little bit your telescope or move your eyes and you can see it. And for a beautiful end to the session of observing, the moon is setting. It's a waning moon.